What is up, everybody? This is Mark with Mike, and this is another Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Link. I'm Mark with Mike. I'm joined by Lil Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And we're back with a shit ton of wrestling for you. A lot of good stuff good this week. But first, we go to our wrestling retrospect, and last week's pick was the Iceman, Dean Malenko.
Also known as, I think, what was it, the ladies' man?
The ladies' man, the man of 1,000 holds.
Oh boy, what a. We'll get to that one.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So as usual, I try to pick three matches, three not very popular matches,
Yeah.
right? Um, Most of the stuff I saw of him out of WCW beforehand was mostly stuff with his brother that I already saw.
Yeah.
Something that I didn't pick that. They out here trying to throw a party. What's going on? They ain't invite Red Cyclone into the party. Uh, so the one I did pick, you gave me was Dean Malenko versus Lord Steven Regal,
Yes.
and
That
that
was
was
good.
a WCW joint. The clip I had doesn't have the. You have? Do you still have the links?
Yeah. I'll tell you, see it right now. I think it was one of the first ones I sent you. Oh shit, the person took it out.
Uh, let's see. Because again, maybe I might have seen more than one because I actually have seen a few. So this one, all right, because YouTube does the thing where it has a little red bar when you watch a match. So
Yeah.
when I have two, I'm just going to pick one. It's
Okay.
on the WCW Cruisers channel. Shout outs to them for keeping this up. It is 12/23/96. Steven
Okay.
Regal versus Dean Malenko.
That was a good one.
They had that's the thing. In looking at this and then looking at what I've already seen on YouTube, they've had a lot. They had a few, rather, not a lot, a few.
Yeah.
And good every time. Like, I think two of the best technical style wrestlers, but also that they have that aggression. Obviously Malenko's the Iceman, so he doesn't really, but Steven Regal will hit you with something real nasty. So it was
Yeah.
good to watch. And to see them counter each other. You don't really see that often. Somebody countering Dean Malenko like that. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. So I recommend it.
One of the ones I'm gonna go to is gonna go just because the way I saw it, it was Zack Ryder presenting it, and it was Two Course Scorpio versus Dean Malenko. It was ECW March 21st, 1985.
I watched it. Very, very good.
Yeah, it was really good, and this is young Two Coast Scorpio, so he's doing a lot of crazy high flying stuff. He does his 450 perfectly. Very good technician, but also had the high flying elements into it, and inside that ECW crowd is always crazy. So really good match to watch. I think the whole match is here. It's about 17 minutes and 49 seconds. So definitely check it out. If you want to watch any of these matches that we are mentioning, they will be posted on the Facebook page of the Wrestling Babble. So check that out.
There's a funny thing in that one because there's interference by
Yeah.
a young Taz maniac,
Yes.
which is hilarious.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
it's pretty good.
What's your next one?
The second one I picked, and this one I picked because I don't remember it, and it is. Hold on. Uh, no, it got pushed down. It is Dean Malenko versus Kurt Hennig, and this is for the U.S. title. It is on 10/20/97 on Nitro.
Nice.
This one is actually NWO Kurt Hennig.
Yes.
And again, still not bad. Like, I know he gets a bum rap, Kurt Hennig, for being slower and obviously having problems in WCW. But during this time, you did not see it. He was quick in the ring. He like the opening like exchange between him and Malenko is pretty cool with them sliding around the ring and stuff. Again, is good to see Mr. Perfect fight somebody that has that technical caliber.
Yeah.
Because like remember, like when was the last time you really saw him versus Brad, right?
Yeah.
So again, very cool, very very cool. And he's in NWO, and the surprising thing is no interference. That's crazy. An
Yeah.
NWO match that has no interference that was for a championship, crazy.
That's crazy.
And Mr. Perfect, he manages to catch him with like a eye gouge and then hits him with the perfect plus. So pretty cool.
I think my second one will be just the fact that I just want to add one of these in there, just because I haven't added Ultimo Dragon match. Now to pick the which Ultimo Dragon match, because he did fight him quite some time. So there was a couple I looked at, but the one that kind of stood out was the one June 29th, 1998. It was Demon Lincoln versus Ultimo Dragon, Nitro. I think this was for the television title.
Okay.
And again, Ultimo Dragon, one of the best Japanese high flyer technicians, and then Demon Lincoln being a technician himself. It was a lot of Crabman stuff. And yeah, this was hard to pick one because they fought a lot. But this one in particular was more back and forth of the submissions and stuff like that. It also ended in a submission. So, yeah, I liked this one a bit more. So, I think Dean won this match. He kept his TV title at the time.
Okay, cool. And the last one I picked, and this horribly grainy footage, thanks to WWF Lightweight on YouTube. We have Demolenko versus S.A. Rios for the light heavyweight championship. This is in WWF. I believe it's on Heat. And this is 8/12/2000. And it's not a long match. I think the match actually is about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about it is the commentary is literally going on like this. I think this is around the corporate ministry part, or maybe right after all that stuff ended, because the one thing you hear is about the rock bottom Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah.
It's just the tangent because it's Michael Hayes and Coach on commentary. And it's just fun. It's that like that's the entire case. Meanwhile, they're having like a really crisp back and forth in the ring. It just kind of makes me mad, but
Yeah.
still a good match. Not that long. And then Malenko keeps his title and walks out with 2 women that
Nice.
look like they belong in the Godfather's whole train, because they ain't wearing much.
He was the ladies' man.
What the
Time.
is such the man?
During that time, he was stalking Lita, and that's why Rios and him got into that fight.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
My last match is going to be a Saturday night, August 24th, 1996. It was for the U.S. title. It was the Nature Boy Ric Flair versus Dean Malenko.
Okay.
This was just a weird matchup because a lot of the times Dean Malenko was part of the Horsemen for a bit. So for them to actually fight each other, I honestly did not remember they fought each other. So this came to a surprise, and I watched the match. It was actually really fun, and this to be on a Saturday night kind of show, I was surprised for that to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flair coming out with women. Sad. Damn, that's a sad. And Miss Elizabeth, and he has the U.S. title.
Gotcha.
So yeah, good match. Good character work. Ric Flair wins the match, but Dean Malenko was hell of great in this match, and it was actually a really nice matchup. Like I'd never seen them fight before, so this was the first time seen them fight.
That might be before he joined the Horsemen too.
Yeah, when they relaunched the Horsemen, I think it was him, Benoit.
I think Mongo at first,
Mongo,
and then Jeff Jarrett started hanging around, and there was that whole storyline.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, it was Flair and Dean Malenko U.S. Championship match. I actually looked at U.S. title as well. All right, that's my 3. We go to the Weekend Wrestling, Monday Night Raw. We kick off with Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky challenging Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka to a match at Clash at the Castle, and in lineup going to a crazy ass brawl, and looked like Uh, Alexa Bliss stage dive, and it was hilarious. It was great.
So she seems pissed off.
Huh?
I said she seems pissed off.
Yeah.
She wants to beat up all these girls.
Yeah, I was happy
But I
about it.
think she also wants to be champ. So it seems a little, can you
Yeah.
trust her on the team? Is she 100% a good guy, good girl?
Who knows? That's how the story shows. And her and Oscar are tag teaming in the tag team title tournament. We also got
There's
the
some
first look of that
potential
too.
for her to do some shenanigans. Is all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
Well, I'm saying. Yep. We move on for there after the big brawl happened on Raw. We got Seth freaking Rollins defeats Angelo Dawkins. He comes out with a promo saying, did they promote the Riddle thing during that time, or it was later in the show? It was
I want
later
to
in
say
the
it
show.
was later.
Yeah, it was later in the show. So he fought Angelo Dawkins. Really good match. Really, I actually really enjoyed that match.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Kevin Owens kills Ezekiel.
Why?
He did.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
He powerbombed the Elias out of him.
Zeke freaks everywhere. Sad.
I was a little happy.
Don't tell me Elias is gonna come back. I'm just saying.
He powerbombed the Elias out of him. The
No,
Drifter.
what's the Elroy next week? Elroy
Yeah,
debuts.
I'm digging the fact that Kevin Owens coming back as this demented KO. I love this KO, so it's gonna be fun.
He put Shane McMahon
Yep.
through a ring. He kept power bombing.
Yep. We
Yeah,
got
I want
Damian.
that KO
Go ahead.
back. And I was gonna say I want that KO back.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got Damian Priest challenging Edge to a match in Toronto. And then we got.
Well, I just want to point something out before we go too much further. Here's something I missed, and watching a little replay they have here, I know why KO got mad.
Yeah.
He tripped walking up the stairs, and Ezekiel pointed at him when he got in the ring. So it was pride. He was laughing at him. I didn't notice that when I watched the show, but if you watch the clip, you see it. Oh man!
So he had it
KO.
coming.
Yeah, he had it coming. Damn.
So he had it coming.
He had it coming.
We got Finn Balor versus defeats Rey Mysterio. Really good match. I like this little story shenanigans going on. At least they building and making more of a clear of a story, and trying to showcase the Judgment Day as a beginning of a team. And then, damn, this kid cannot get a day without getting his ass kicked by Rhea Ripley.
I mean, this is probably what he gets paid for.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
like,
people
"Listen,
will
I'll
pay
take
for
it."
that too.
Yeah, I'm saying. So he's like, sign me up.
We got Dakota Kai and Io Sky defeat Dana Brooke and Tamina to advance to the WWE Tag Team Championship tournament.
I mean, it was kind of predictable.
Yeah.
But still a good ass match. I don't know what Tamina was sipping, but it was damn good for her because she was looking crisp in the ring.
Yes.
Dana Brooke pissing me off doing that one move. I hate it. That damn cartwheel. I hate it. Anyway,
Yeah, cut her off.
I like that they displayed the tag team stuff though.
Yeah, me too. I enjoyed it.
And Dakota was on fire doing their stuff back and forth, and they were really, really good. And I like the match. Like it was maybe damn near one of the best matches on the show.
Yep. We did get the brackets for the tag team tournament, which was Io Sky, Dakota Kai. The match we just got. We got Asuka and Alexa Bliss fighting Nikki Cross and Doudrop, which might go back to Piper Nevins next week. So hopefully,
If we get Nikki as Nikki and Piper as Piper, oh my goodness.
we got a couple names back. So
I'm just saying, if she finally sheds that costume and she goes crazy again, oh boy, watch out.
I'm just saying too, like Langston, Biggie wants his name back.
He wants his name back.
Yeah, everyone getting their names back because someone wants their name back too. I just give names back. Like Angel Garza's back to Angel Garza. Humberto Carrillo's back to Humberto Carrillo.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice it. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Angel Garza posted it.
Okay, okay. I
Yeah,
gotta find that then.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all
He
right.
posted it on Twitter, and he's back as Angel Garza. So
Can you give
maybe
me back T-Bar? I would like Dijak to come
he's
back,
he
please.
give him some time. Triple H is working with him.
Okay, all right.
Triple H is working with him. He's been having some great matches on main event. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, T-Bar versus Mustafa Ali. That was a really good match. And you also had Shelton Benjamin versus Cedric Alexander. Was really good as well.
Really?
You're getting some good matches in main event because they letting them wrestle. They're getting
Okay.
fucking really good stuff. So definitely check that out. I actually watched those before I actually started casting. I watched those. They were really good.
Hmm.
But it looks like little by little you probably get a bigger role for T-Bar. He actually might change his name back to Dijakovic.
Feast your
So
eyes.
just saying we got some names back this week, so let's hopefully we get it all around the federation. The other matches are on SmackDown side, and we got Shotzi Blackheart and which we actually got on SmackDown
Yeah, I
this
didn't
week.
notice her. Wow, Merc. Okay, I didn't notice she had her name back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All
So
right.
Shotzi
All right.
Blackheart and then who she tag team with? Xia Li.
Xylee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They fought Aaliyah and Natalia. No, Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez.
Roger. She's still the same. It is what it is.
Natalia and Natalia
Was it
and
Sonya?
who's
She was with
Zach?
Sonya.
She's with Sonya Deville. They're
Mm-hmm.
fighting Nikita Lyons and
Zoe Stark.
Zoe Stark.
Yes.
So that's our tag team tournament, and we got some NXT blood in there. I actually think they're gonna get the first round match.
Okay. I would like that. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
So SmackDown gonna get some love from Nikita Lyons. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm actually digging the fact that the tag teams are getting allowed to have some matches, and they were letting them go. They're having this long. One thing again, I'll remind everyone with Triple H's run so far in the last 3 weeks of Raw, we had almost 2 hours worth of wrestling.
Wow. Wow.
So like we're getting lengthier matches, we're getting better conclusions, we're getting a lot of continuations and things like that. And it's always leaving you more and wanting more and wanting more. And I think they're doing a really good job in balancing that with the show, especially a 3 hour show.
True.
I would not be surprised. I'm saying this now, and maybe you come into. I have a feeling WWE is going to bring back the cruiserweight division.
I mean, I would not be surprised. What are they doing with Level Up? Like, is that still just the premiere show? Like when people just first pop up, Blue Level Up.
Yeah, I
That's what
think
it's supposed to.
it's pretty much NXT's. So if NXT is the development for WWE, I think Level Up is the development for NXT.
Okay, all right.
So you had the
It is what
younger
it is.
people wrestling there, people that have not really been on TV wrestling there and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that big dude with the scooter. He was actually pretty good. He made
Oh
me
yeah,
laugh.
yeah, yeah.
I
He
like
looks.
him.
He's a character. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him in the main show. I have not really watched Level Up, so I can't really tell you. I just saw his entrance. I was like, yo, where is this? I want to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. But yeah, we're getting hell of a matchups. We're getting a lot more wrestling on these shows, so it's a good thing. Bobby Lashley defeats Ciampa to retain that United States Championship in a fantastic
Ooh-wee.
match.
I, I, this might be my match of that show. That
Yeah,
was
it might be almost a week too.
Robert Lashley is working his ass off. Please give this man some credit.
I like the whole match. I like that Ciampa was able looked extremely strong. Even losing, he looked extremely strong and looked like he's developed. He belongs there, and they're making that U.S. division kind of hot right now because now you also
All
have
their titles,
yeah
the premier titles, they're making them now. At least visually, they're
yeah
making sure you see the lineage, the history, and then they make sure you know that this is important. And that's, you know how small that was? Those
yeah
like basically they were like 1 minute to 1 minute and a half packages
yeah.
for both of them, the IC and US, and it just helped. I don't understand how they didn't grasp the concept
Yeah.
before.
And there's
So
little
easy.
subtleties too. There's little things.
It's easy. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not like you gotta spend thousands and thousands. No, you got infinite footage and so many guys who won those titles. Like, just show who won.
And also, like, shout outs to the Harley Race
Yeah.
get up that Ciampa wore, and
Yes, sir.
one of the first United States champions in NWA. That was actually really cool.
Hmm.
I really liked the aggressiveness in this match, and it was like they both were fighting and beating the shit out of each other. And then next week we got a first time ever match. We got Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles
I'm
for
surprised
United
that
States
never
Championship.
happened in Impact by
Yeah,
accident or anything. They were both not there at the same time. It's
yeah,
kind of crazy.
exactly.
But I would. Here's the thing I would need to point out about Ciampa and Lashley is that they had a match where typically you could say they're in two different weight classes, but they made it seem like that doesn't matter.
Yeah, they wrestle smart. You want to know why? Because Ciampa was the smaller guy, but he worked body parts.
He worked body parts, but also the moves that he did made sense because you could do them to a man that
Yeah,
size. Like when he hit
exactly.
him with Willow's bell, nothing looked odd about it. It
Yeah,
was like he got caught, and
yeah,
that's what happened. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like again, that's wrestling. The size
Yeah,
doesn't really
it's
matter. It's just how you go with it.
exactly, exactly. It's I would just like to give these two guys props just because of how they basically turned something that people
Yeah,
everywhere would have something to say about it, and was like, no, you could do it. So they just basically showed if you could put Champa with Lashley, you could put almost anybody together, and if they have the skills, you can
yeah.
make it a great
You
match.
just gotta tell a fucking story. That's all it is. They tell the hell of a story.
And you even had the Miz on the outside to add to it, the Miz and AJ. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yep,
Yeah, yeah. This was probably my low part of the Raw was of the Amish defeating the two jobbers, and just the fact that like I just don't care for Amish to be honest with you, but
I feel like
I'm
he
hoping they have something up their sleeve.
I feel like the thing they need to have him do is just to be go on an unchecked rampage where like that's the thing that makes the big people like that scary is
Yeah,
that you can't stop them.
yeah,
So when you just have regular wrestling matches and just like he went through the phase
yeah,
where he already did the squash matches, right?
yeah.
He already did that. So why is he back here?
I don't know.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I guess that's what they're just having him work. They're trying to rebuild him, I guess.
I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Um. Then we go to another great wrestling match. We have Dolph Ziggler versus Chad Gable.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Trying to steal the show.
One thing I'll say, and there's something that is very positive for Raw and even SmackDown going into it. That one thing I will say about all the matches, they all felt different.
True. True.
They all was a different style. Like they went straight Greco-Roman for the first like 10 minutes of this match.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
great.
Yep.
So
Yep.
hell of a match. Dolph Ziggler wins. I'm all for a Dolph Ziggler push. Let's go.
I agree.
And then our main event was AJ Styles defeats The Miz. And so we forgot to talk about it. So pretty much there was a backstage interview with Asuka, Alexa, and then Bailey and all. They came in, and then a bunch of cops were just running around like you saw kind of a car accident. But you kind of see things in the subtlety in the background, but they talk about it, but they don't really talk about it. Then you go into the ending of the match of Miz and AJ Styles, and you see everyone was like kind of clustering on their corner, and then you see a masked dude come in and lift his helmet, well his hood, and it's your boy Dexter Loomis.
The Hatchet himself.
Um, do you think we're gonna get the way on the main roster to
Could,
help?
but then it seems like the way it's posed, he's not gonna be a good guy. You know what
That's
I
fine.
mean? So it makes more sense if they do the way like that because then you it fits right with theory right now
Yeah, like
because he's a bad guy,
his family comes to help him get that title.
and then that means that Indy might be up there soon. Who knows?
Yeah,
Let's
Indy,
see.
maybe the Gargano.
Maybe Papa Gargano.
I'm all for the way to make it in the main roster. I'm all for it. I think that was one of my favorite things that NXT did in a long time, like
Yeah,
as a group
post
wise.
post straight up black and gold, but when they first rebranded
Yeah,
with the colors before they called it 2.0,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, I liked it.
They were hilarious and they were great, and they all had like good chemistry with each other. So I actually I'm for that for the main roster, and also I'm for that to help Theory get the title.
True that.
He still got that
That's
money in the bank.
true, true,
So
true.
we'll see. Monday Night Raw, where you give it?
I'm gonna give it a straight up A. I guess
Yeah,
an A minus for the almost, but like that doesn't even take that many points away because it wasn't even that long. You know what I mean?
I think the show overall was good. I'll say a solid A.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate the U.S. title match. I'm liking the fact that we did not have, besides a small midget of Bianca Belair being there in the beginning, we did not have. We only had the U.S. champion on this show.
I mean, it's a technicality, but
Yeah,
yes. But
like
then
it.
again, that's what they complain about anyway. That's
Yeah,
just part of it's kind of becoming a part of the storyline
yeah.
with Drew. So yeah,
But I'm liking that. I like the fact that like they could do shit without the world champion being on the show. The U.S. title was highlighted. The U.S. title was strong on that show. The week before that, it was the women's and the U.S. title. The week before that was the tag team and the U.S. title. Like you can't do this without everyone. Like not everyone has to be on the show, but as long as you make it clear and a good story going into it, you're gonna get people pretty much excited for the next show. And I'm actually excited for next week's Raw.
yes sir.
So, and then got AJ Styles versus Bobby Lashley next week. That's gonna be fucking fantastic.
But yeah, but the other thing was too, um, we kind of undersold it, but like it's also what's gonna happen with Dominic because he was left in a bloody heap.
He gonna heal.
Like he got this week was the first week where he looked like he got his ass whooped. You know what I mean? So
Is it me
what's
that
up
I
with that?
laughed?
No,
I
everybody
I
laughed.
giggled a little. Like
Everybody
look at
laughed.
his ass kicking it. But Rhea Ripley is a mean. So Rhea Ripley is the one that like you don't want to fuck with either. Like I honestly, I'm about her size and I still don't want to mess with her.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at her and you look at Finn Balor and you like, well, who would I rather fight? I'd be like, listen,
I'll
Finn.
fight Balor.
Listen, Finn, we gonna have to scrap. I'm not messing with her.
She her spikes look like they hurt.
Exactly. She looks
Um,
like she enjoys it too much. Nah,
yeah, she's enjoying it. The pain too
Finn might
much.
let you out if you tap. She might break something. You know what I'm saying?
She's like, I didn't hear you tap. What I heard? Oh no, the cracking of your bone.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I enjoyed Raw. I give it an A. We go to NXT 2.0 and we kick off with Nikita Lyons versus Kenna James.
Oh, wait, I have to scroll down because now it's just a preview for
Heat Wave.
this is true.
It was an okay
Um,
match.
I thought it was. I mean, obviously it was a story match. It
Yeah.
was more than that. So like more of that than like a full on wrestling match. I
Yes.
think the other chick is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I will give her props because like she has a different wrestling style than Nikita, and she has a different style than most of the other people too. I just think she looks kind of weird. Like, why the hell you bring that purse to the ring?
Yeah.
That's a you brought a weapon to the ring. If Maurice taught me anything, don't trust a woman that brings a purse to the ring. That's all I'm
Yes.
saying.
Especially ones that look like balls.
And look what she did.
Yep.
She still lost, but look what she did. So
All right, match. It wasn't bad.
yeah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't long either,
Yeah.
but like I said, she brought a purse to the ring.
We got Wes Lee defeat Trick Williams in the rounds match.
I
I
thought it
was
was funny,
good.
but here's the thing: I got kind of pissed off when they took the gloves off because I thought that was not that it was like the best thing in the world, but it was more interesting for at least Trick Williams' character,
Yeah.
and that Wesley was willing to go into his world to fight him. Once they
Yeah.
took the gloves off and it became a regular match, I was more disappointed. It's not like it was bad, but it was like,
Yeah. It was okay. I see what you're getting at though. We got Giovanni Vinci challenges Carmelo Hayes to the North American title at Heatwave.
And see, I think somebody heard me, Mer.
Yep.
What happened since the week I told you Yeah, he hasn't been a character. He hasn't been able to talk. And then
Yep.
since like that week, the past 2 weeks, he's been talking and being a character.
Yep.
So boom,
There we
it's
go.
good.
Yeah, Ariana Grace defeats They Hale. Tay Hale.
Now Grace is she was the prom queen that cheated, right?
Yeah, that's
Gotcha,
Santino's daughter.
gotcha. Okay, it wasn't a bad match. I mean, I like the way that freaking uh, what's his
Theo.
name? No, Stu Bennett
Oh,
on
it's Stu Bennett. Yeah,
commentary
yeah.
lost his mind because of the way she cheated.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, she's at least got that part down because I like the little bit of the sketch with her and the Chase U and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's all right. It wasn't
Yeah.
that great of a match, but
That's
character
okay.
stuff.
Dia Hale, she's the youngest women's wrestler in WWE.
And how old is she?
18.
Really? She doesn't look 80. Like she's like
She graduated high
like
school
20
and went
something.
straight to WWE.
What did she do? Was she a wrestler or something in
Yeah,
high
she did
school?
wrestling in high school and shit.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Apollo Crews defeats Roderick Strong. Hell of a match.
Yes, sir. I like it. I like it.
And then we got Santo Escobar and Tony D'Angelo came to terms on the last street fight. If Santos wins, he gets his crew back. If D'Angelo wins, Santos leaves NXT.
So it seems like they're getting rid of Santos and he's getting called up.
I'm just
That's what I
saying.
feel.
I'm just saying. If you watch the WrestleMania ticket party, Santo was there. He got fucking a standing ovation saying that maybe I should go for a title at this WrestleMania and shit like that. And the crowd was behind his ass. So I'm just saying,
This is true. Okay.
Santo Escobar is aiming high.
He was already ready. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I have a feeling they bring back that cruiserweight title.
I could see that, but I could also see him and Garza and the Garzas like becoming a thing.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I can see that as well.
Like if they need something to elevate them, having Santos as the singles guy and those two going for a tag team goal, I
Yeah,
mean, that'd be definitely something to take on the bloodline. Come on.
yeah, I'd be down for that. He did talk the shit to Roman, so I'm here for that.
Yeah, yeah. Why not? Why
Remember,
not?
he was cruiserweight champ. He was the best champion. He said.
At that time, I believe it.
We got Pretty Deadly defeat Malik Blade and Edis Enough.
I thought the match was actually pretty fun, and because that's Pretty Deadly is pretty good at that,
Yeah,
right? Well, like I like when you were talking about Lash and them coming up and having a whole thing. Yeah, it would make sense to have them, but it seems like they don't like each other now
yeah,
because they got pissed off with her talking for 2 hours or something like that.
yeah.
So we'll see. But anyway, like I can't be too mad because at least they got some development, right?
Yeah.
Why the hell is a Blade wear Carlton sweater to the ring?
I
What's
don't
up
know.
with that?
He likes the Carlton, I guess. I don't know.
If he starts doing the Carlton, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be upset.
Zoe Starks defeats Cora Jade. Solid match.
She tried to kill Corey
Yeah, she did.
twice. Like she flipped her twice, and I was like, "Damn, all right. What did she do to you?" And then I remember she is trying to take you out. All
She
right,
did
girl.
try to take her out. Yeah, like
All right,
I
girl.
understand the ass whooping.
All right. So, and then
We
she
had
tried to kill Mandy. I ain't with that. What's up
hmm
with that? Come on.
Roxanne Perez comes out. It distracts Jade, and Zoe Starks gets the win. Mandy Rose comes in, takes advantage of the confused Stark, and then gets nailed.
And then gets dropped to her own belt. Almost
Bullshit.
dies. How dare you?
NXT 2.0, where you give it?
I'm gonna give it a solid B. I want to give it a B plus for the stuff that I potentially see happening, because Santos being gone and moving up, that gives me like a good feeling, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah, and that shit finally ends.
Yeah, thankfully.
I'm gonna go B plus. I thought everything was pretty solid. I didn't mind the rounds match, and then going. I didn't mind it. I thought the match was pretty solid, and it was good for the story that they were selling. But I understand the whole thing of keeping the boxing mitts on and actually having that match for Trick Williams to have advantage and him surprising the win instead of it going into a regular wrestling match.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it was good. Yeah, go B plus. We go to AEW Dynamite, the Quake by the Lake.
Now, which lake was it? Lake was it Lake Michigan?
Lake Michigan.
Okay,
They're
all
in
right,
Minneapolis. Yes.
okay.
We kick off with Darby Allin versus Brody King in the coffin match.
Why is it that all these matches always look like two roommates trying to kill each other?
This is pretty much of what I declared Brody King and Darby Allin matches are, is the older brother and the younger brother, and the younger brother ate the last Kit Kat.
I mean, Kit Kat's pretty good. You
Yeah,
can't do that.
and now Brody King wants to murder the younger brother because he took the last one. Um, he was gushing a lot,
Yeah, that's a big
and
boy.
it was a solid match. But and also I like again bringing Buddy back, bringing Aleister Black. I'm happy they're back into TV and stuff like that. Sting returning. I kind of call Sting returning very early in the match because I was like, yo, that coffin, bet you Sting is in there. I said
How
that
long do you think he had to lay in that coffin?
he was laying there for a good 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just saying before that, because nobody knew.
He probably
I'm
took a
just
little nap.
probably in there for like an hour. Just fell asleep like Hornswoggle under the ring.
Exactly. And when they opened it, oh shit. I was supposed to watch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Buddy opened his Sting just woke up. Was like, oh shit. Time
I
to
give him
go.
credit for keeping the storylines legit with like Sting and him having to paint over the eye, I guess, because it's over his face paint. So I was supposed
Yeah.
to like so in the storyline terms, it's supposed to corrode your eye, and also it's happening in the mirror as well. But
Hmm.
how does it go on top of the makeup?
How do you put makeup over that? That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, but I get what they're doing, and I'm fine. I appreciate it. It's all
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
The match was
It's
good. It was bloody as fuck, but I enjoyed it. Darby Allin wins. Um,
I like how he won.
yeah,
I like how he just choked him and he slipped right off the apron. It's
yeah,
just if they would have played a sound effect that was like bloop, it would have
yeah.
just made perfect sense the way he fell in.
The House of Black kind of fully returned. Sting also returned, and then after this match, we also got a promo from Miro.
Again, like you said, I appreciate the entire continuity of all the stories.
Yeah,
It seems like one of the most put together and continuous storylines in AEW,
yeah, I agree with that.
and it's kind of in the background on the side. So
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing where it goes. So like, this is one of the few storylines I'm actually interested to see where it goes.
hmm.
We got Tornado Tag match, Lucha Bros versus Roosh and Andrade. Um, Roosh and Andrade win.
Hmm.
It
I
was
thought it was
solid.
cool.
Yeah, it was solid.
I thought it was cool. The one thing I will say that you got in this match though
Yeah,
is you got a sense for like Rush's distaste for like the Lucha Brothers because they're
yeah,
supposed to be a long ass grudge. So that came through in this match because he was trying to kill him.
yeah. He tried.
He tried. He tried. Um, Andrade though, why Andrade wrestling in a shirt?
I don't know.
Why he wrestling in a shirt?
He's trying to sell
What?
some shirts.
I guess he's trying to sell his merch. Just
All right. So this is where shit gets predictable. Anytime you see QT Marshall and his friends of misfits and reject 80s movie personas, you know they're gonna
what
lose.
what's happening with that big dude? Why does he wear velour sweatsuits now and have they have candy? He has lollipops and velour sweatsuits.
He took Meryl's first AEW gimmick.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
He's wearing
Don't
the
say that.
Gucci.
He looks like he's trying to be the Ross character from that one movie where he played that with the
Be cool.
bodyguard. Be cool. That's what he looks like.
Yeah. Ricky Starks beats Aaron
Of
Solo.
course.
We knew this.
Of course.
Um,
He caught him lovely too. I gotta give him
yeah,
credit. That spear, he jumped over the first attempt and like reversed into this. Like, all right, that was cool. All right.
yeah, yeah. It is what it is.
You were just there to see the factory get beat up. That's basically all it is.
That's pretty much what you're gonna see. You're not gonna see the factory win.
They're
QT's
the
not gonna
house
win.
villains. That's what they are. If the Dark Order are the house good guys,
Yeah.
the factory are the house villains.
And then yeah, and he couldn't even get over the fucking fence.
Leave QT alone, man. He was full. He was full. Come on.
Busted his
He was not.
ass.
He was not ready to wrestle. He was full.
He
Stop.
looked like a
He was eating pasta and catering. Come on.
he looked
They
like
said
a
it was gluten
waddling
free, so
penguin.
he ate a lot. Come on. Come on.
We get a promo from Jay Lethal
Hmm.
and his crew,
Nothing.
and
Nothing. Sanjay making me laugh again.
yep,
It's
and then Warlow comes out, and then FTR comes out.
yes, sir. I mean, also at least keeping it real. They at least keep the bond between them together,
Yeah,
right? So it is what it is.
yeah, at least you got that. TBS Championship match: Madison Rain versus Jade Cargill.
Now this one I did not get to see in full. Now please inform me
Ugh.
about these. What you were saying, it wasn't good.
Oh,
The phantom kick stuff.
oh, three phantom kicks. She like didn't connect on three kicks, like fully missed, like clear. Um, I wanted this match to be better because I know Madison Rain has the years in the tender, and I think she needs to get her to get the timing right. Like I don't know what's
Mm-mm.
up, but this match wasn't good.
I got you.
She needs to work on timing.
That
Jade,
and I think the other thing that I would just say that she doesn't have the benefit of is that having the matches only on what's this Dynamite.
yeah,
If she fought somebody of Madison Rain's caliber, maybe on Dark, she might be better
you
already.
know,
Or at least more. She would have some type of chemistry with more of the women in
I would
general.
say something that WWE gets benefits a bit more off of the what AEW kind of does. I understand you wrestling in the dark and all that stuff, and you're not really wrestling competitively. You're wrestling job matches and things like that. At least WWE they have the house shows,
That's what I'm saying.
and those
Yeah.
are the practice times that they can actually work on something new. They could do a new move or anything like that on those house shows, because that's pretty much like your practice runs before your previews and
Hmm.
before your shows. Um, yeah, Jade needs that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Athena's going for the TBS title. I like the run in with her, but I'm not excited for the match. Like I want, and the thing is, I don't have hatred towards Jade Cargill. I think she has potential. I think she has the look. She has potential. She just needs to get better, and they got to find a better way for her to get those reps, because you see the green in her in every match. You get once in a while, you get you'd be surprised, and then the rest of them are all trash.
It's because she's technically gifted. It's just she has no chemistry with the people.
Yeah, and
Like
that
you can have
yeah
all the knowledge you want, but when you touch another person and it all falls to spaghetti in your
yeah
hands, what are you going to do? So she
yeah.
needs to have that solid foundation of just like again. I'm probably sure this is the first time these two women have actually got to have any time with each other.
No, 100%.
That's
Yeah,
that's the problem of what ends up happening.
yeah,
It's not like where Jade is where Madison this season has been all over the wherever with Impact and the other place she's been. At least she's fought so many women by this time
yeah.
that you would expect her to fight anybody that maybe she doesn't know and have a good match. But when you put one that's seasoned and one that's not, this is what you get.
Yeah.
So
And then our main event was AEW interim world champion John Moxley versus Chris Jericho, coming in the Lionheart getup and the ECW theme.
I'm not familiar with the ECW thing. I did not see his run at ECW,
It was
but
a White Zombie, I think.
okay. Still cool.
Yeah.
Still looks dope. I appreciate that his hair matched the style of the Lionheart and
hmm
whatnot. So it's cool.
And kind of went back to some of those old school moves as well, like the
Hmm.
spinning backbreaker and things like that. I actually appreciate shit like that. Match was solid. Again, Moxley fucking sneezes and he's bleed.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
true? Oh, again, fuck. It was a solid match. I kind of you kind of saw where the direction was going. I didn't think Jericho was gonna take the title.
I
Um,
did. I wanted it. I wanted it because I didn't think Punk was coming back.
yeah, and then we
See, I
got
didn't see that coming.
the return of CM Punk,
Yes, sir.
and I think he hurt his
Shock.
arm doing one of those clotheslines.
See what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, CM
Um,
Dad.
yeah, he's not even a dad yet.
Well, we're gonna call him CM Unk.
He's the CM uncle.
Yeah. But I'm just
Um,
saying.
what you give Dynamite?
I'll give it a B plus.
B plus.
But again, there's a few things I think would have made for a better solution. I'm just saying, had Jericho won that match, would have set up Eddie Lovely. And if CM Punk came back, it would have been even better because imagine if you beat Jericho or something before then, and
Yeah,
then you get Eddie versus. Like, come on. So
yeah.
now we gotta worry about his arm. Like you said, that's messed up, man. He just got back. Come on,
Sadly,
brother.
sadly, I don't think Eddie Kingston's in their title picture right now.
Is he hurt also? No,
No,
no.
it's just that I don't think he's in that picture.
No, no, no. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that they had a really cool path to set up for it. Because
yeah,
again, that's one of those things. I keep saying about certain people, you just don't want to wait too long, and they don't have to have a long reign. But when people have been organically like elevating themselves to a different level, like come on, seriously, before AEW, nobody would ever say Eddie Kingston in World Championship. Come on.
yeah. That's true.
Now he's been in the ring with so many good people, has so many good matches, and he's just a good ass character. Like
Yeah,
Eddie Kingston's lovable as hell. And it's just like, okay, don't wait too long. Damn. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I did not get to watch Impact. I caught up,
I
but I didn't
wish
watch this week's.
I wish I got to see that end into Emergence.
I
Did
did
not get
watch some of the emergence. I'm still trying to finish up that pay per view. So if anything, I'll give it a rundown next week.
okay.
Yeah, so a good time to fully finish it. I did see Myers win his match, and I saw that we got new women tag champions.
Yeah, that's all I got to see was the picture. Congratulations to Chelsea and Diana.
Yep, yep. Yeah, Major Bros are killing it.
Racking it up, man. That whole faction.
Yep, yep.
Full of gold.
We go to
Wait, does
Friday.
Matt Cardona still have any championships left? Well, hold on. We gotta figure
Yeah,
this
he
out.
has
Does he
two.
have any? Oh, he has two left.
He has two left, and and then the internet one is always his.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He lost. He had to give up two of the titles because he couldn't defend them. So he
He's
lost a couple as well.
he is the is was an update. He is almost ready. I think he announced the show. He'll be
Yeah,
back soon. So
yeah.
like that was pretty fast.
Man, he gets a world title shot at NWA next pay per view.
So what's that? Like 2 months from now or
Yeah, I
something
think
like
it's
that?
next month. The end of
Okay.
next month. Yeah.
All right.
So he might be back by the end of next month.
All right. Look at that. Ultimo Broski on the way
There
back.
you go. Take all them belts. I have
Hmm.
a feeling, and I was just like, I was fantasy booking, and me and my buddy was talking about it at work, and I was just fantasy booking. I was like some surprises you would like to see on Royal Rumble, and I was like, I would definitely and 100% be all for Matt Cardona returning for Royal Rumble
Yeah. I, I'm
as
I'm not
Matt
opposed to
Cardona,
that.
not go Zack Ryder, go straight Matt Cardona.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
You can't do that because then wouldn't he have to sign over Matt Cardona?
Not really. He's not. It's not under Vince McMahon's eye now, so I
No, but
think
I mean,
they'll.
I'm not saying like it's a creative decision. Isn't that just how it works there? When you come there, if it's your name there, in order to be branded, you have to like sign
I
stuff.
think most likely he will be Zack Ryder when he goes there, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
he returns. He
That's what I'm
goes
thinking.
Zack
I
Ryder.
would love it.
Yeah,
I would like what you said to be a thing, but he's the reason I say that's never going to happen is because he's too smart.
yeah,
That's money he's
yeah.
losing. You know.
But right now, on the way WWE is and being open it with them doing the side projects and shit like that, I
Hmm.
wouldn't pass a run.
Hmm.
Maybe a world title run.
I mean, him versus Cody kind of writes itself.
I like to see him versus Roman.
I guess. But I feel like if it had been, see, you can't do that because if it had been when he was Ultimate Broski, it probably would have been at its most height.
Yeah,
But that was kind of during the dark times.
yeah, that's true.
So if you do it now, he's minus all the belts. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
All right, let's go to SmackDown. We kick off with Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah defeat Chauncey and Xylee.
I mean, I get it, but question: weren't weren't two of them partners before? Weren't like
Um,
you and Raquel partners at one time? I'm
Raquel and
trying to
Dakota.
remember. Yeah, true that. True that. It was Raquel and Dakota.
They won the title twice.
Yeah. So no, you're right. You're right. Still a good match.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was actually surprised because not for nothing, I didn't figure Aaliyah was gonna be on the winning team. That's
yeah.
all I gotta say.
Well,
That's all I gotta say.
how big her partner.
Yeah, but how big her losing streak is,
Yeah,
it's kind of up there.
it will go in. It will end soon.
I hope so.
We
When
got
can we get solid music for Aaliyah? You know what I'm saying? For both of them, can they just get a theme that sticks?
maybe.
Come on.
Let's see. The Usos ambush Drew McIntyre after distracted by Scarlett.
That was weird because she stood up, she did the cool ass entrance. God bless him for doing the whole thing.
Yep.
She made her way to the ring, and then before she really gets to talk, bloop, out come the Usos. I was just like, what the hell just happened? Oh shit. Okay. So
Kofi Kingston's attempts to blindside the Viking Raiders with a kendo stick
they
and
already
backfired.
no. Sorry, we can't. We can't. You gotta call him Kofi Kendo.
Kofi Kendo. His birthday's today. Happy birthday, Kofi.
Happy birthday, Kofi Kingston. Yes, sir.
Yes. Why you gotta do my
Still got
guys
that.
wrong?
Still got that rematch.
So this is what I think is happening. They're gonna shut the New Day for a little bit.
I mean, maybe until E comes back.
Yeah, and then have them come back in a big way.
That'd be good.
I'm okay with that. For now.
I'm
Kofi
just
need
saying.
metal kendo stick.
Kofi's not getting any younger. He
Kofi
needs
needs a
that
metal kendo
rematch.
stick. That's the problem.
Kofi versus Roman Reigns. I said it.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
go.
Kofi needs metal. You don't need a wooden kendo stick.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be Kofi Kendo. You gotta have tradition.
Kofi Steel. Babble.
Well, then he just has a gun. You can't do that. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, they demolished him. Hit Row returns and they freed Brendan Scott and Trevor Irvin.
That was a genuine surprise. What the hell?
Yeah.
Why? How?
Hey,
Okay.
you all for it.
Good on him. Good on him.
We got Ronda Rousey and Vay's contract signing between Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler. Threw a bunch of money on the ground. And
I
why no
threw
one
it
took the
on the
money? I would have
ground.
taken that money. I'm like, I'm sorry, crowd, but that's a lot of money right there. I'm picking that shit up.
Because it was obviously not real, or they trying to play it off like they all get paid like that. Come on, y'all don't all get that round of money. Stop
Yeah.
it.
I did like the fact that Liv won the beatdown.
I like the whole thing. I like
Yeah,
where
it
it
was cool.
ended. I like when Ronda walked out of the ring. Who was there? Shayna.
Yeah.
And I like what that translated into Shayna having a promo.
Yeah.
What? What? She got to talk? Excuse
There
me?
you go.
And it sounded natural? What? Okay. I'm here for this. This is the Shayna I remember, right? So,
Yep. We got Drew
and she
Mc.
gets with the Stratusfaction.
Yeah.
She got caught with it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
We got Drew McIntyre. Well, he started fighting the Usos by himself, and then Matt Cat Moss came to back him up.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
This is a good return for Moss.
True, but I'm surprised that's what came and helped.
Yeah. Hey man.
I'm just saying, what if it was Sheamus? I'm just saying.
Sheamus ain't gonna fucking help him.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
He's still healing from a scar he got. Like fuck that motherfucker. Now that's this beer involved. I don't give a damn.
Fight night.
And then our main event was Gunther versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship.
Very good
Fantastic
match.
match.
That was an NXT takeover match right there.
100%.
Pretty much.
My only issues was the commercials.
Yeah, true
I
enough.
needed that.
True enough.
I needed that match commercial free because that match is fucking good.
Shouldn't do that during a championship match. 100%.
Yeah, I every championship match should be commercial free.
I agree.
But love to see Shinsuke Nakamura in the Gold Ranger get up. He looked like the Gold Ranger. I loved seeing Shinsuke fight in the level that I know for a fact he can, and this was a hell of a match, and probably like right next to the U.S. title match this week is my favorite matches this week.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I loved it. Gunther wins, still IC champion. And what do you give SmackDown?
I'm gonna give it a. I want to give it a A.
I'm going A as well.
Like it's just about the same level of like entertainment. Maybe it didn't have as many like, oh my god, this match is amazing, because I thought the women's tags on Monday, obviously I thought that was better,
Yeah.
but like still not a disappointment. And main event was awesome. The story stuff that got pushed along was great. The Sammy stuff was actually still going along. Like this stuff just moving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have Karrion Kross intertwined with the Usos and Drew.
Yep. A lot of shit going on. There's a lot of story going on, a lot of consistency going on with the storyline.
And the return of Hit Row, which nobody saw coming.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
All right. We're here for it. SmackDown's killing it. Again, I give it an A as well. And a lot of continuing storylines. Ricochet and Baron Corbin are still continuing.
True.
You got a couple other backstage stuff continuing as well. So I'm all for it. Next week we see the debut of Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark on SmackDown.
Yes, sir. There's something I heard, and I disagree. I know you probably do as well, but I think there's something to be said for presentation that is not in the wrestler's hands, and I want to say that is the downfall of Ricochet before Triple H came back.
Yeah.
Because I saw somebody saying about how he wasn't a good IC champ and he wasn't presented the title as well, and the fans weren't behind him and whatnot. And I go, wait a minute, though. The people in charge are the ones in charge of presenting the wrestler to you.
Yeah.
The wrestler can only do so much once they come down that ramp. You know what I mean?
They fucked up Ricochet when they started adding the sound effects to his theme music.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, even during his championship run, they had him have meaningless matches with no real build-up.
And
right?
lose.
And he lost, and he was absentee. They had him not wrestle. Whereas Gunther was always present.
Yeah. I would say the one thing that Vince did during this whole of the people that came from NXT going to it was Gunther. Gunther was booked great.
Agree.
Ricochet wasn't. Ricochet wasn't booked good for the last like 3 years since he'd been in the main roster.
Exactly. And it's something I find so hard to to people to sit there, watch it, and then go, oh yeah, that's Ricochet. He's just not connecting with the fan. I'm like, it's their job. He's out there making people gasp and he is a human highlight reel. So there's something there for people to grasp at. But when you don't give him time to promo, when you don't let him have any storylines, how is he presenting himself to you?
Or have him
he can't run up on camera and start just talking. Yeah. He can't just come up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? When somebody else is having a match, like that's just not how it works. So the presentation part is mostly on the people running things. And I think when that changed, we see different things now, right?
Yeah,
So
because if you actually go back into what Ricochet was presented, he was in a hot tag team with Alex Black when he first debuted, and they didn't do nothing with them either.
no, they didn't.
They should have got a tag title at least once, and then lead it into a heel face thing because them two would have made magic if they run against each other as well.
Hmm.
So like there was a lot of like bad, like just bad booking and bad like ideas for him. Adding the sound effects to his freaking theme song was stupid. His
Yes,
theme
sir.
song was fine. You didn't have to fuck it up. The cranking in the Alex Black theme song did not need to be there either. Like, there's a lot of things that, again, there's out of our control. Like, the only thing we could do is, as fans, is cheer the ones we like and boo the ones we don't. And if they're heels, you boo. They're fan favorites, you cheer. And that's the way they try to make it is. But in the end of the day, it's all in Vince's hands. Like, if he doesn't see the credibility in you in a way that you could make money off of, he's not gonna want to use you. He's gonna go to the next person, and he gets fat. He loses interest fast. So, if you don't do anything within that time to really push yourself, then you're a lost cause, and then you're just gonna be in the roster or catering. Sadly, that's the truth, but that is what it is. Um, I'm happy that Ricochet is actually getting the time. I really am. Like, and then I think Baron Corbin's perfect for him too. It's just that he's that heel that Baron Corbin is a heel that does not have to win. If he loses the rivalry, it doesn't change. It doesn't phase him because he would just go into another thing. I think Baron Corbin is a guy that honestly he'll find his way to a WWE championship. He
Hmm.
won't earn it. He won't get there unfair. He'll somehow get it into it in like a six-way man, and that's where he gets his title.
Yeah, yeah. There are characters that are. You should be conscious of the fact that there are situations where any one of them
Yeah,
could sneak out the victory or sneak
yeah,
out the championship.
yeah. It's like it's same thing with the Miz. Like I'll say Corbin on SmackDown, Miz is on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Miz could be in that world title picture any time in the week, but if for him to help develop characters, he does not have to win. He just has to let people get upper hand, and he has to let people shine with their promos and their side of things. The thing is, he's gonna make you earn it,
True.
and that's the thing with Ricochet. Like he hasn't had the time now. Now he's actually getting these little time periods and actually showcasing. So I just hope it keeps up.
Another thing I mean, not to just go too long on the point, but when we say that about that, that's the same thing we say about everybody else. If you sit there and you go, "Oh, this person's promos are whack," and it's like, yeah, but how many do they actually get? Because they've been there for how long, and
Yeah,
you barely ever see them get the chance.
yeah,
So, in order to strengthen the muscle, you're supposed to let them get the reps in, right?
yeah, yeah.
People are always quick to say that, get the reps in, but then they forget it when they want to make their
You
point
know,
and go,
one thing
it
I love.
sucks.
You know what I like to do to people sometimes, especially there's a kid named Marcos at my job that fucking just I don't know. I think he gets something out of it. Like he likes just annoyed things with like people's promos and stuff. He always talks about how this person can't promo, how this person like. All right, so if you talking all this shit about promoing, why don't you give me a promo?
Exactly, exactly.
Go ahead,
I want to
5 seconds.
hear it.
Let's go. It's not.
Tell
It's
me,
not easy.
tell me whose ass you're going to kick and why.
Yeah. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing, especially if you're doing it in front of about 20,000 people. It's not easy. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes classes and things like that. That's why NXT is built the way it is to help with that. Um, Now it's getting more. Like you're seeing the people that could shine on promos. You see the people that can't, and you see them. They kind of adjust to that. Some people even get better throughout the time as well. So look at
You
Roman.
know, one person who's like on the steady upswing, I think Dana Brooke is better than she used to be.
You know what's funny? I think Dana Brooke was a better promo when she was NXT than she is now.
True enough. True enough.
I think she was a better
It's because
character.
of yeah, it's because of the character she was playing too, because she was actually like a character. She
Yeah,
wasn't just Dana Brooke. Yeah.
yeah. I like to. I miss old school like Dana Brooke. I think once she got her shoulder injury, the first
Hmm.
injury big injury she had, she kind of became hesitant.
But I
And
think that's
yeah,
I think it's. I think the thing also was because they saw in her the fitness model
Yeah,
side, and that's what they promoted her as. And then
yeah,
she stopped being evil. She
yeah.
just straight up, I'm Dana Brooke. I'm gonna flex.
Because I'll say it straight up, like if you watch Dana Brooke when she first came in against Asuka and shit like that, she
Hmm.
had some mean ass promos and she was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I
I
agree.
I will say like I think she took a step back.
Hmm.
She didn't go forward. She went back. But there's again, we have like Lacey Evans that could do a promo, but
Yeah,
they don't
true.
know what the fuck they did with her, and thank God they took her off of TV. Even Triple H was like, "What the fuck they were doing?"
True enough. True enough.
But anyway, but again, we go long and short. But again, I'm happy to see Ricochet getting his due. Did we give the grades for SmackDown?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, it's A. Okay, so we're at AEW Rampage, and we got Brian Danielson promo.
thought it was great.
It was good.
It brought up the history.
Yeah.
What did he say? You were like the first person I called up when I said I wanted to make the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yep.
So I like the whole thing.
Me too. It was a good. It was a really good promo. And then we went into
Uh-oh.
Sammy Guevara and Tay Mello.
I for the story it was okay.
Yeah.
For the match itself, it was but
Mm,
for the story, I like it.
match wasn't that great.
No, no, no.
I've seen them do better. I think the first one was better. Um, we got Parker Burnix versus Sonny Kiss.
Oh, Parker Bordeaux. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good to see him. Good to
Yep.
see him. Now he just needs to have more matches because he's brand new.
Green.
No, but he's brand new too. That's the other
Yeah.
thing. He
Yeah.
just got.
This match was it is what it is. It was just a beatdown.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, again, it was a story thing, continuation from Dark. That's the whole
Yeah.
Sunny Kiss thing. So is it that show was a continuation of like Tuesday's show,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. I don't watch Dark, so I don't know.
You're in the dark. You're in the dark, brother.
Yeah, and so then that makes me not care. Sadly,
You
it's like,
gotta
all right.
get up on it. Get
I
up
don't
on
like
it.
his finisher.
It doesn't seem super dangerous, like impactful or like devastating. It just seems like I'm gonna backdrop you in turn. It's
Yeah,
okay. It's
we
okay.
got the Gun Club versus the Beerhausen.
That was okay. It
Yeah,
was
nothing
okay.
special.
But I like the story stuff more
Yeah,
because Billy was right. What the hell was that?
yeah.
You're supposed to whoop their asses. Come on.
And then we got Ari Davari versus Orange Cassidy.
And
Orange
then this
Cassidy
continuation of the
wins.
story. So
Orange Cassidy wins, and then his crew comes out, and Sonny Kiss comes out and kicks Orange Cassidy in the balls.
so like I said, basically this show was a continuation or had major continuation from
So,
Dark. Excuse me.
am I supposed to be a like big odd of Sunny Kiss becoming heel because you have not presented Sunny Kiss at all on TV, so I don't give a fuck.
I think it's just something because it's just like, well, I forgot this person worked here.
That
That's
pretty much,
basically what that is.
yeah.
It's just like it's something. It's something.
And it's
Let's
not,
see where it goes.
yeah, and it's nothing come to Sunny Kiss. I like Sunny Kiss. I think they're a very talented wrestler. Um, but do I care? That's the
They
problem.
got that's the job.
I
They
don't
gotta make
watch
it.
Dark. I don't watch Dark Light. I don't watch Dark Black. I don't care about Dark. If you tell me to go watch Dark, I'm not gonna watch it just because I know for a fact it's a YouTube thing and I just don't do it. And it's hard for me to watch it unless you like point out a match to watch. That's the only way I will look at it. So
Mhm.
you continuing, I think they need a presentation to be better in telling why am I watching this and why is it building for this story.
Yeah, they have the benefit of showing of the footage there,
Yeah,
and I think they should play like what happened to
yeah,
give you a
I
sense
think
of
that
what.
I agree with that.
Because I get, like I understand you don't want to watch it, but it's the Dark series is super successful because of the way it is formatted. It's bad that they don't take advantage of the footage to amp up
Yeah,
everything. Because there's some stories you will see the footage. But why did they make this one the focal point of the show and not amp it up with the footage? That's a misstep. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I agree with that. Like, so like my grade is going to be affected because you had me try to believe in something that I just don't care. Like, you did not present it to me in a way that I was like, oh, well, that's why they're doing that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You're just like what?
Yeah. So, Rampage, what you give it?
I'll give it a B minus, maybe C plus. It wasn't that great.
I'm gonna go see. I liked the Brian promo, but again, like if they would have presented the video packages and telling me the story of what's going on in Dark and then going into this, I would have cared more for Sunny Kiss going heel. To me, it
Mm-hmm.
was just like, okay, to kick Orange Cassidy in the balls. What they do to him?
Exactly.
That
But
was my thing.
also, you have to also give them crap because when was the last time Sonny was on one of the premiere shows?
You know what's really messed up
I don't know.
too?
I don't know her.
It
I'm just saying.
You
I don't
had like a
know.
whole Pride month and Sunny Kiss was not on one episode.
I think the first week that was it. They just showed them.
Yeah,
They didn't wrestle. I think they
it
showed
was
them,
part
and
of the
that was it.
promo, the promotion for like for AEW's
Yeah,
for
it was part of the
everybody.
promo. Yeah, that
That
was a
was the only
promo.
thing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, you're right.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna give you. Yeah, C. I'll probably even go C minus. Like, I didn't really care for the rest of the show.
No,
Um, and Parker needs a lot of work.
that's true. That's
Yeah,
true. But I feel like I don't know. I guess he probably would have had a more solid foundation being in 2.0, but man, they murdered that poor boy.
yeah,
They really did.
yeah. He did. All right. We go to podcasts we listen to. Again, Impact Emergence we will try to watch this week and talk about it next week. So we promise to we'll do a verdict next week. Um, Ryan Satin he had Bobby Lashley on. That was a really good conversation.
Okay, gotta check that out.
After the bell has Zoe Stark and Nikita Lyons. I actually liked the conversation as well.
That was a good one. I heard that.
Swerve is on the AEW podcast.
Oh, okay. Gotta check that out.
I did
Gotcha.
not get to listen to it. I actually heard it was good though. He did talk about a lot of stuff and he did just generally just talk about a lot of stuff that was going on.
I just want to point out that he was happy to see his homies winning and wasn't talking crap about the three people that showed up on SmackDown this week. He was rather happy. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes,
Just saying.
he had a lot of love for them. He was very happy to see them. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wrestling universe. They don't hate each other.
It was some of the weirdest shit. It was just like, why are you so mad? Like, it's okay. It's okay. They can both be on two separate brands and do whatever they do, and
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah. All right.
So,
The Sessions has two good ones that you should listen to. You got Miro
yeah, Miro.
and you
Yes, sir.
got Soraya, aka Paige.
Mm-hmm.
I love Paige.
Same.
Not a lot of love for Paige. I hope to see her in.
If you follow, at least if you're not gonna watch it, you should follow her Twitch though.
I do.
Give her the numbers.
Yes, yes,
Put
yes.
her up there.
Yes, follow her Twitch, Soraya on Twitch. She plays a lot of Among Us.
And the game I like that she plays is that chasing game. I don't really play it. Dead by Daylight.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta definitely check it out. But I did really enjoyed her conversation with Renee, and they kind of hinted on doing a podcast together, but it might actually come into play because Renee kind of teased it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they think about it in the future. They might have a podcast together.
Okay, cool.
She's funny too. Like she made me laugh. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to our wrestling retrospect. I get to choose this week's, and seeing that the man's birthday is today, we did the New Day, but I kind of want just Kofi Kingston.
Okay. Yes, sir.
He had a U.S. title run, he had IC title runs, he had a world title run, he had tag teams even without the New Day. He had Evan Bourne and CM Punk as tag team champions. So and R-Truth.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Kofi Kingston, the long journeyman of WWE. If you say he's old, he'll get mad at you. But yeah, Kofi Kingston's gonna be my pick this week, just because it's his birthday. It's his birthday today,
Okay.
so
I
send him
want
some
to,
love.
but we can't. We can't pick Kofi Mania.
You know what? That's gonna be. You know what? We could actually have a conversation about that match, though.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that would be like a genuine match. That what it made us feel and shit like that. We will definitely talk about that match. But
You know what's messed up? I will just put it this way, because some people were putting up like little gifts because
yeah,
of happy birthday.
yeah,
It makes it a little bit more powerful when you see the video of Shad and MVP.
yeah,
It's because Shad is not with us anymore.
yeah,
It's kind of like, damn,
yeah.
damn.
It's crazy because if you go into the wrestling side of things, of all the wrestlers and then things like that, the meaning of what Kofi Kingston winning the title meant to them, it's a big
Hmm.
deal. It's a really big deal for a lot of people in backstage, and in different genres, and that like everyone was just generally happy. That was the first time in a long time that I just saw the whole wrestling community happy that he won.
Yeah,
And that's a
true.
great thing. So we'll definitely talk about that next week, and then we'll pick our three matches of Kofi Kingston. I got a couple in mind already.
Okay, okay.
So, all right. We'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble Podcast. Follow us on Spotify. Easy way to listen to us. We have the Wrestling Babble, the Guest Badass Rare Podcast, and our monthly, the Morphin Cast, our Shell Shock, the Not a Trekkie, and the Gamer Rage Podcast. We do got a new episode of the Morphin Cast out for Go Sentai Bokira Ranger. So
Do
definitely check that out. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube.com, and Twitch, all Merc the Mic. Stay tuned on Twitch. I will have the date for our next Hot One challenge that I will be doing with Tenacious D. You can watch us eat extremely hot wings. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably do like a trivia game with it. So we'll see what we do with that. And follow Red Cycling Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. So check it out.
Yep, yep. And always, and I mean always, follow the Jinkies.
But don't give him any sandwiches.
Follow him. I'll tell you his address. Follow